For me, it's just like, I think life just happened and it just aligned. And I was just like, I'm so grateful. I love it.
Hi, my name is Simi Shalavo and welcome back to another episode of Two Black Women. I am not only on your waves, but I am also on your screens. And we are here today with like my own personal realtor of life. And I wouldn't just say realtor of life. That's how I found her. But our conversations from day one were like hours long because she is just so wise, has so much wisdom. And I'm honored to know her and to work with her and to see the way that she works with her clientele, because the type of service she gives is like, she takes you in as her own. And if I could only be half as great with my future clients, then I'm going to be great. But Christianah,
Wow. Thank you so much for that introduction, Simi. Thank you.
We have been through apartments after apartments after apartments, and we still haven't
and we're still doing it, and we're still in the process.
If anybody has an apartment that they'd like to give me a loft, dark hardwood floors, I would really
for $1
for $1 in this Toronto market, because it's impossible. Actually, no, not impossible. God, you are with
God
exceedingly and abundantly more than I could ask for or can imagine.
Exactly.
So before we get into the questions, we're gonna play a game. Called Convo and Chill. Have you ever played it before?
No.
Okay, so these are, it says 99 controversial conversation cards. Okay. And so you're going to pick 3, and I'm going to pick 3. Okay. And then from these 3, you're going to pick one that you're going to ask both me and yourself.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and there are some that are like, ooh, spicy, and there are some that are like, okay.
Yeah.
So you pick 3?
I like that we get to pick 3, because you can pick the best one.
I always feel like if I only pick one and I don't like it, then what am I gonna do?
Oh, I took 4.
Oh, we have a rule breaker here, guys. We have a rule breaker. I like it. You're beating the path of your own road. Okay, I'm gonna not say that one. Okay. Ooh. Convo and Chill. What?
I think all my questions are still like, I don't even know.
Ooh.
Risque. But there's one that's decent.
Oh,
so.
There's one that...
Yeah.
Okay, I got one. I got 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna do you want to do yours first or should I do mine first?
I can go.
Okay.
If women were to get paid menstrual leave, how many paid days off should they receive in a month?
How many days are in a month again? Because I was about to say 100.
There's 30.
I was about to be like 100. I think 7 is a good number.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes you'll have before stuff and after stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're just there like, it's bad.
Yeah. I was going to say a week, so 7 days. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
but I think 7 work business days.
Yeah.
So like not including weekends.
So yeah, Monday, Friday, Tuesday. Yeah.
Because sometimes you gotta heal. Sometimes you gotta.
Yeah. And sometimes you're not in the mood to talk to anyone. You just want to like reset. So 100%.
People would understand that. Like I have a version that says, today is not the day. No. The time is not the time. No. Don't try me. No.
And you have to still like stay poised at work when you're going through hell. But yeah, 100%, 7 days. 7 days.
7 days, minimum. Okay, my question is, if you are leaving a party, what song will make you run back to the dance floor? One
song. All I'm thinking of is Beyonce, but like I'm like, which song?
Me too. All I'm thinking is Beyonce at this point too.
Maybe like, we like to party. I don't know. It's called Party, right? Yeah, Party.
You a bad girl, let your friends bad too.
That one.
Mine is actually Beyonce too, but it's Before I Let Go. You know how?
Oh yes.
I feel like if I hear it, like it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Because how could I leave a party at that point?
No, that's the highlight of the party.
Am I even black if I leave a party? I think every black wedding should have candy or some version of it.
Don't kill me.
Because if you don't, like, how are you gonna get everyone on the dance floor?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like now I want to change my answer, but I'm gonna stick to my answer.
No,
but that was a good answer.
We can stick to our answers. But I feel like now the answers are. Oh no, we're only asking one. Oh, do you want to ask me?
No. I thought you wanted just one. But just like, one, here you go.
I do have another one, but you know what?
One is good. One is good.
Another place, another time. I feel like the aunties, the Nigerian aunties, the buga.
Yes. Oh
like
my God. Everyone, their dad, their mom, their aunt is doing that dance.
It's the auntie song.
Literally.
I feel like if 30 years ago, and every auntie's got a
buga.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so being a realtor, I also always say it like the Yoruba way, supposedly realtor, but I've been corrected. It's realtor. Am I saying it right?
No, he flipped it.
Oh,
it's okay. But it's okay.
Okay.
I don't think there's a right way to say it. Because there's different people with different cultures and different backgrounds, and everyone has because I get the realtor, and I get the realtor, and I get realtor. I don't know, it's just
you just I'm gonna hold all the names.
Literally, I know you're talking to me, I know you're referring to me, so I'm good. But I don't think there's a right way. There's just a very common way to say it, which is realtor. Yeah.
I feel like it is not an uncommon practice, of career.
Yeah.
But I don't see.
I know.
So I don't see a lot of Black women going into that, especially young Black women. I remember the first time I met you, I was like, this girl's selling $1 million houses. And this young, listen. So tell us, how
wild.
Did you even get into it? What's the passion? How did this become?
Yeah, for me, well, I studied architecture, you know this, in undergrad, and then I did interior design after. And then I helped people that were buying homes finish their homes. And they're like, oh my God, you should look you can totally buy a home, help people buy their homes, sell their homes. It's something you should look into. And I didn't know people were even doing this. I'm Nigerian. I grew up in Nigeria. Yeah. I knew there were people, buying homes, your parent, bought land. I didn't know there was an actual profession of people that did this. And then I started looking it up. And again, I didn't see Black people, not even Black women, Black people as much, doing it. So I was like, oh my God, is it what is this like? But at the same time, it piqued my interest because it was everything I wanted to do in life. It's weird. I don't know how people do it, but for me, when I was younger, I'm still young, but when I was younger, I was more hey, what kind of future do I want? What kind of career do I want? And for me, I knew whatever it was, I didn't want a 9 to 5. I wanted a job that I could go up and down and have meetings and meet different people. And once I researched that, and I was oh my God, it fits into, and coming from architecture, interior design, I was let me try it. And then I started doing it and I was whoa, I love this so much. So yeah. For me, it's just I think life just happened and it just aligned and I was just I'm so grateful. I love it. I love it.
Love when that stuff happens. You think you're on one path, and God would just be Yep. And then you're on this perfect path that you didn't even see for yourself. And I feel every time I talk to you, I love it. I'm gonna do this forever.
Yeah, literally. I keep telling everyone, I don't see myself doing anything else. But you never know, this can also lead to something 20 years, 30, I don't know, whatever it is.
Whatever it leads to, please take me with you.
Of course. I'm talking to big lawyers to me, of course.
Wherever you're going, I wanna go. And so I wanna. This market is crazy. This Toronto market.
Oh, girl. Yep.
Black ownership. So I'm a Black woman. I own a property. I try. Yeah.
Love to see it.
When I first bought a property, I didn't tell anyone because I was I don't want to seem like I'm showing off. I don't want to seem I'm doing too much. Also, full accountability, full transparency. My parents definitely helped me with the down payment. I could not afford this city by myself.
Yeah.
But then I realized if I didn't talk about it, then no one would see it was possible. It was possible for me because my parents are in real estate. Yeah. And they were this is how to do it. This is how we do it. This is how it's going to help you in the future. Mm-hmm. But I realized a lot of my friends didn't have that. And there's nothing wrong with renting. We're never going to never going to knock renting. Yeah. But they were just renting and they were spending their money and they were putting it into stock and all that stuff. And they were I'm never going to buy a house. And I was no, that's not true. And so kind of how is it seeing this new generation of people? Because I feel there's a new generation I want real estate in my portfolio. Yeah.
I love it. It's exciting, actually. Especially for me, being, I guess, a Black female in this industry, and, there's not as many, but, seeing people like me even taking that opportunity. Because a lot of people, it's either you're born here, were you born here?
No, I was born in the UK.
The UK, okay. It's either you grew up here.
I get it, yeah.
Or, you're an immigrant, and then you, learn more, you're more exposed, and you know better, right?
Exactly.
And I feel most people that are exposed that come here, immigrants, they're very like at first shy and scared of like, because I think back home, debt is not like a thing. Like everyone pays for everything in cash, so everyone's like, oh my God, seeing. And I was telling my boyfriend the other day, like I feel privileged because I'm in the middle of the room hearing all these large numbers, like $1 million, like 560, like 800, like 2.5. So like those, like I hear those numbers every day, so they don't sound as, and they're still expensive, don't get me wrong, but they don't sound as like scary and to daunting. Me. Exactly, anymore. And also seeing how things grow, like appreciate, like I'm like, okay, so when people like first time home buyers or like, I guess first time investors approach me and they're like so scared and like, but still like excited about like what it could do for them. Cause again, it's beyond you. It's like, for your kids, even your future self. Because sometimes like life changes and you need to like cash out or you need to, like do stuff. So like having those conversations with people, calming them down, hearing their dreams. Because real estate, I think, is for everyone, but in different ways. There's different ways to approach it, right? Renting is good at some point. Buying is good at some point. Selling can be good at some point. Investing, being a landlord, doing Airbnb. So there's different like, routes to it. So like just hearing people say that and like being able to help, it's so like exciting and so like, wow for me. But yeah.
There's one thing. I always feel like I pick up on people's questions. Generational wealth. I know it's such a buzzword, but even if you are an immigrant, even if you come from money, even if you've come from a different space, and I feel like the immigrant story is one that I definitely am telling again and again. And I also recognize my privilege. I'm an immigrant from the United Kingdom. Like I spoke English, like all of that stuff. Yeah. But the thing about generational wealth is when you come to Canada, it's like you're starting all over again. Yeah. Like no matter what your parents were doing before, of course they can help you, they can give you money, but you have to build it here. I feel like the careers that we are in gives us access to educating people on how to build that generational wealth, but for ourselves. I'm excited to see what my kids are gonna look like. Exactly. I'm excited to see that like I'm learning things that will help them, because I look at other communities who are building each other up and giving each other this type of information. And the type of generational wealth I'm hearing, like 5 properties here. I put a property in my child's name, like on their first birthday. Like I can afford that, but God, if you're able to live it. But it's something I've seen and I've heard. And so now I know that it's possible. 100%. I feel like for our community, sometimes we don't even hear of these opportunities. So we don't even know that it's possible. No. They exist, they happen every single time. And I know the most common one is probably like just parents giving kids money for down payment. But that's still like, like a lot of people don't get that. Like that's still a big deal. And that's still a stepping stone. And like you said, like I have like older friends that all their kids have, real estate in their name and the kids are less than 20. And I'm like, they have like 6 kids, 5 kids, 4 kids. And I'm like, whoa, like I love that. I love that for you. But at the same time, like everything takes time. I know by God's grace with the Black community, that's gonna be like, I hope most of our generation's story for their own, kids and all. That's the goal, honestly. I love it. I am at that point in my life right now when I'm thinking about the next generation while also thinking about myself. Because I'm working so hard for this next generation that sometimes I burn myself out. Oh, girl. I know where this is going. It's like I'm thinking about my parents. I'm thinking about everyone. I'm thinking. I'm trying to bring the whole community on my back to the point where I am burnt out. And you're carrying multiple clients at the same time. Me being one of them who messages you at 6 a.m. in the morning and then doesn't answer your messages until 11 p.m. It's okay. What has been like? You're in a high demand. You're continuously moving. What has been your experience? Like, honestly, the burnout is the biggest thing. You mentioned it. Like, that's when you sound like, oh my God. But honestly, I think, like you said, it's very demanding and it's a lot of people's, like if you're buying, renting, whatever it is, it's a lot of people's, especially buying and selling. It's their most expensive thing that they own. Asset. Like it's very emotional. Money makes people very emotional. So you're carrying not just like, it's not just the transactions, there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of people management, there's a lot of situation management. And people don't realize from talking to a client to getting them the place or making everything happen, there's a lot of fires you're putting out. Like every day you can literally be calm. Right now we're having dinner, my phone's blowing up or something's going on. So from that, like, because you never know what could happen, and like you said, you're doing it for multiple people at the same time, I was so burnt out. Like last year was so bad. Like
like October, September, I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm actually done.
Something you love.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. It makes you feel bad though. It makes you feel like you're not doing, like you can be doing better, but like you're so tired, you can't really do better. So it's like, sis, pump the brakes. But like, I'm so glad I have great mentors, and now like boundaries, I actually have boundaries. Like before,
boundaries.
None.
Okay, first of all, the book.
Oh,
The book.
you made me read the book.
I
Oh my god, like it was perfect.
I'm only like half of the way through, and that's why my boundaries need work.
No, everything, like yourself, relationships, work,
Right?
Family, everything, and therapy as well. Like everything helps. Like
I feel like I should actually have a t-shirt that says like, I go to therapy,
Yes.
I encourage therapy, go to
yes,
therapy.
get me one, please.
I will. I'll just pass it to my girlfriends. All of us who were like, you go to
Yeah.
therapy, I go to
Yes,
Listen.
yes.
Everything that you're saying is so valid. And it's the worst part about burnout, it's the things that you love doing that you feel like quitting.
Yeah, that's why you burn out. That's actually why, because you love it so much, so you just keep doing it. And like, for me, like I know people say this, but sometimes work doesn't feel like work. I have to remind myself that like, you have to shut up. Like you have to shut your laptop. Because also for me, like I can be on my phone on Instagram or like, I don't know, TikTok or whatever, and work can pop up. Like work is not, my work is blurred. Like my laptop is my work, my phone is my work. Everything is like, you know, so it's very easy to get like into work like this, and then you just keep going. And it's like, no. You have to, like, there's time to work and there's time to breathe. And it's okay to breathe. It's very okay.
Like, that's the one thing, like, I realized how important rest is to be able to do the things that you love.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes a very toxic part of our mind will be like, resting means I'm lazy.
Oh, for me, it's resting is like, I can only rest after I've done something. Like, it's like I need to reward myself with rest. Like, I need to, like, be, like, so tired, have a headache, feel like puking, so hungry before I rest.
Okay, now you get to
No, yeah.
Like, our bodies actually are not built to get to that point.
No, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. No,
he uses your toothbrush, red flag. You feel so tired that you can't move, red flag.
Yeah.
But I feel like oh my gosh, it would be amazing if we could throw red flags at ourselves. Like, it's like, and the signs of burnout are so slow and gradual that you will find yourself kind of getting to this point being like, oh, I'm getting a headache. Oh, I'll just take a Tylenol. Yeah. Oh, like, I'm really tired, but like, I just need to get this one thing out. Yeah. And then it builds up and it creeps up and it creeps up, and then you get to a point where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. No. Even though you do.
Obviously, rationally, like, your mind is like, yeah, I love this, but like, you're just your emotions, your body. And like, it's funny, burnout, I feel like something that people think, well, I used to think so, was like, if I take a break for like a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month, I'll be fine. But it's like, okay, I'll be fine for those like 2 weeks, 1 month, whatever it is. And then I come back and I'm doing the same thing. It's like, no, burnout, like, you need to change habits. You need to change lifestyle. You need to, obviously the boundaries thing we mentioned, like, there's a lot that you have to do, and it has to be intentional. And like, you have to like just know it's for your own self. Like, it's also self-love. Like, because you being burnt out is not just, and that's the thing, it's not just physical, like headaches, all that. It can be like emotional exhaustion. You don't have social battery. You just can't talk to people, like, or you just want to always be in your room, or you just want to be by yourself. Like, it doesn't just show up as like, you know, like physical, like, you know what I mean? It can also be mental. Like, it can also be psychological. Yeah. You just see yourself, your lifestyle changing. Like, 100%. Instead of wanting to be at that party, you're just like, no, I just want to stay at home. Yeah. And like, of course, stay at home, drink your wine. Like, I'm team stay home, but team stay home. I'm a homebody, which is ironic with my job. Yeah, I know.
Listen, and I'm the complete opposite. People think I'm an extrovert because my personality is like, ah! Yeah. But like, I'm an introvert. Like, I'm same. Don't come for me. Like, I need multiple hours.
I need my space. Yeah.
I need my space. Yeah. Let's talk about boundaries, since we're talking about space. I am terrible at boundaries. Especially with people that I love. Especially it's the hardest. That I love. I'm terrible with boundaries. Yeah. And it came to a point where it was just like, people expected unrealistic things from me. Yeah. And people treated me a specific way that I was like, why are you treating like that? You treat no one else like this. But the truth was, it was my fault. Yeah. I allowed them to think that behavior was okay. Yeah. Or that I'd pick up. I was talking at one of the episodes about how I put my phone on Do Not Disturb at like 11 p.m. and somebody called me at 11:30 and they were like, it didn't go through. Like, I don't know why, like, it didn't go through. And I was like, I have taught you that it is okay to call me at 11:30 and that I will have a 2-hour conversation about your issues, even though I am exhausted and tired. Yeah. And it's like, boundaries are a healthy thing for both you and for the other person.
100%. 100%. And the worst is with clients or with work. I know yours is more like people you love that are closer. I mean, I struggle with that too. But with clients and with work, people don't realize that you can have boundaries. Like, you are not your business. Like, you are your business, but you are also not your business. I've had a client call me at like 12 a.m., 3 a.m., 6 a.m. A client fired me for not responding to the message. Like, I think they sent it at like 5 a.m. or something like that. And I responded at like 9 a.m.
And so he fired you.
Yeah. Like, oh, you didn't respond on time. I'm not going to... And I was up at 6, but I wasn't going to respond. But it's like, you don't respond to me on time. And I'm like, okay, like, damn, I'm sorry. But like, that's the only kind of client I want too, right? So it's like, and like, boundaries are for yourself. Like, you know, like, it's not... It's really hard. Because even with like, you know, people that you love, people that like, it's really hard. Because the person's like, yeah, I can just hop on this one call. Oh yeah, I can just... And it just keeps going. And
it just keeps...
And they keep doing it. They don't read the room. It's like...
read the room.
Can you like hurry up? But like, no.
And one thing that you said is that isn't the client you want.
No.
One of the things that I learned when I set boundaries were some of my friends like disappeared. Or like, were like, you want this or you want that. And it was funny because I was like, it hurt. It definitely hurt. Yeah. But I was like, are these the friendships that I want? Are these the friendships that are going to cultivate me? Are these the friendships that like we both can be in a healthy place where we're like, we can be together, but we also need space.
And you can be yourselves and you can ask for things, because that's also something with friendships. Sometimes friends just, you should be like this because you're my friend. Hello, what about me? What am I? Like, hello? But
I'm also the other friend in this relationship. And so I'm wondering, in your life right now, what is like the biggest lesson that you've learned? Or in the past year? Maybe not right now. In the past year. COVID happened, I know. So.
I think it's okay to prioritize yourself. And it's okay, because I think when you're self-employed or when you're doing something that you don't know what your tomorrow looks like in terms of like, you know, income or just clients or whatever it is, and it's, you get in the whole like, let me just help everyone do everything. And it's, I feel bad saying this on camera, but like, you know how I said that's not the kind of client I want? It's okay to choose your clients. It's okay to choose who you want to work with. It's okay to choose what works for you. It's okay to walk away from some things. Not everything is like, it's scary, it's hard, but you have to choose yourself. You have to be like, I'm doing this because this person doesn't respect me. Or I'm doing this because this situation doesn't serve me anymore. I'm doing this because XYZ, whatever the case is. But you have to be, like, it's gonna hurt.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt, but you have to just, you know, do it.
Cool.
And not put yourself in people's shoes. Because sometimes I put myself in because obviously I help a lot of Black clients. And I'm just like, yeah, like I know what it's like to be, and like even like younger, like international students or like new immigrants that come here with families and like husband, wife, and like maybe a young kid. It's so easy to be like, I can't imagine what you're going through. I'm gonna move hell and like heaven for you every day, and everyone's gonna try. But like, you can't do that. Like, there's only so much you can do too sometimes, and you have to be okay with like, I tried my best for this client. Obviously, you want your best to be enough and to be even more than enough, but like, you also come first. Like, if you're not okay, you can't serve your clients. You can't, because they'll read through you, or they'll be like, what the hell? I heard you were good, but like, you're still bad. And like, yeah, I'm not like 100%. So it's okay to take care of yourself, you know, like truly take care of yourself.
It is. And I think there's a part of us that wants to uplift our community.
Yeah.
And I love that about you. And I love that about me.
Yeah.
But I also think there's a part, I was talking to a friend, there was also another part of the episode that she's like, we do self-care so that we can do community care.
True. I like that.
But it's like, I first need to be okay.
Yeah.
It's like on the plane. I need to put my
exactly
mask on
before
I can put your mask on.
Yeah.
And I feel like as Black women specifically, we have a habit of putting everyone else's mask on.
Yes.
We have a beautiful habit of putting our community before ourselves.
Yes.
But it always comes to our detriment. And then when we're at the bottom, and when we can't pick ourselves up off the ground,
oh boy,
it seems like no one's there.
Yeah.
Or they still expect as much.
From you. But you're not there.
Left.
No, like you're drained, literally. Yeah, and I think like it's also culture. Like for me, I'm firstborn before girls. And like there's this whole like, you know, you have to be not perfect, but you have to do decent work or perfect work so your siblings can. Obviously parents or caregivers don't mean to do this to kids, and they're not like, they mean it from a good place. Like I love my parents, they're so helpful, they're so supportive, but like some things you learn subconsciously in childhood and you have to unlearn. Like this is not my responsibility. Like it's not my responsibility how this person, you know, does whatever they do. It's, you can only help them make a better decision or informed decision, but like just thinking it through, like, is this really my responsibility? If it's not, then just back off. Like, don't stress too much. Like, it's so easy to get sucked in.
It's so easy to get sucked in.
So easy. So easy.
And it's so easy to get to that point where it's just like, I love you. Sorry, it's hard to get to that point. It's like, I love you, and I want the best for you, and I will continue to ride for you. But as of right now, I have nothing left to give
Exactly.
And it's hard.
Also hard.
I wish we could help everyone at every single point, but it's like, we can't.
I know.
But I love that you read that this year, that it's okay to put yourself first.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. You put yourself first, and I especially feel this with Black women. You put yourself first, but then at some point your community comes first too. It's like, I think there's a level where you can put yourself first, and it comes to a level of selfishness.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes selfishness is a good thing too.
Yeah.
But I feel like most of the Black women I know, we'll put ourselves first, and then next week we'll be like, my community needs me to do a barbecue, a big sale. And I think there's times and seasons for each one of those things.
Yeah. And like you said, when you're 100, you can show up as 100 for the community or for whoever needs your help. Yeah, 100%.
But if you're at 20,
that's hard.
That's hard.
That's really hard. Yeah.
If you could tell somebody, a Black woman who's thinking about getting into real estate, anything, if you had lessons that you learned.
It's funny, I actually have these conversations with people reaching out, and it's so,
I love that.
It's so scary but so nice. It's scary because I'm like, I don't know if I know what to say, but it's just, you're there for a reason, right? You know, like that's just it. If you choose to go into this, which you should, I love it. I think it's amazing, but don't feel small, because like there's not as many people as you, and realtors can be mean, like other realtors can be mean, and clients, everyone can be mean, but like you're there for a reason. Like there's your people, there's your clients are out there, your good realtors that will support you out there, and just don't let anyone, like, you know, talk down on you or make you feel less or anything, because you're doing good. Like you can do good. So 100% do it. If I'm just thinking of it, do it.
I feel like that's good advice for anybody who's trying to do something where they feel like a trailblazer. Like, don't let people make you feel small. Yeah. There's a place for you. Yeah. There are people for you. People will find you. People will be there for you. Yeah. As long as you're integrable.
Of course. You have your part to do, for sure.
But do it.
Do it, yeah. And have fun. And it's the process, not the destination. Like, because I think all this Selling Sunset, all this like shows make it like, oh my God, like, and it's like, no, it's not that. But it's a process, but like, enjoy the process.
If I see you on Selling Sunset one day, I'm going to die.
I don't even
take this little piece of this episode and be like, remember when you said it isn't as easy? I'm joking. I know. But no, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have one last question for you.
Yes.
What do you think your why is? Like,
my why?
You do what you do. And you do it so well.
Girl, thanks. There's a lot. I'm so like emotional and deep with all these things, but it is what it is. For me, it's just remembering where I came from, and like, I think similar to what I just said about the advice. Like, I believe everyone in life has a purpose, and you're born into the family or the race or whatever it is you're born into. And for me, it's just my parents and my family really, and what I can do for people that look like me.
Yeah.
Especially in a foreign land like Canada. I know Canada is not the best to everyone, but I'm very grateful to be here. I know it has its good and bad.
Down,
yes.
like everything.
Yes. But that's really it. Like seeing my type of people succeed, grow, and just do more for themselves and want more for themselves, that's it. That's really, and obviously family, because, family is everything.
It's literally everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't be here without them.
No.
Well, I'm so happy that I could have you.
Thank you for
Let's
having
still
me.
help me. Please still help
We
me
will find something tomorrow. Before 12 p.m.
We'll go
signed, done.
You're really selling Sunset, eh? You're selling Toronto. I know it's not going to be as quick, but we have like the next few weeks.
Yes, we'll find something. We'll find something.
But thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. This was fun.
It was fun. I'm so glad you said yes.
Yes, of course. Thank you for even reaching out. Like, I'm not one to like talk a lot, so it's weird, but like, I love this. It was fun.
I feel like it's when we get together.
Yes. When we talk, we talk. We can literally hop on a call for like 5 minutes and it's like 30 minutes.
You're like, I have another client. I'm like, I know, but like, can you also help me get my life together? A little bit. I promise I'll set time in your calendar.
Yeah, we should do more hangouts. Yeah.
The summer's still young.
I know, but it's almost over, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Next summer's coming. 2023.
Yes.
So I want you guys to know that I'm thinking about you, loving on you, praying for you, believing that God is going to go before you, behind you, beside you, and that anything He's placed on your heart, just do it because He's there for you. And so go, be great, and know that there's a whole community of us behind you, wishing you luck, sending you all the good vibes and praying for you. So bye y'all. Bye.